So hello there guys, in this video I'm gonna show you this magnificent gaming chair. So it's called the BraZen Sentinel Elite PC gaming chair. So I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion, what the flaws are in this chair and what the good things are about this chair. And I'm gonna give you everything you need to know, so stay tuned till the end. Okay, so before we get on with the review, see that button over there? Why don't you just smash that button and then just pop some magic and make it reappear again? It's very nice. And then like that video down there, because if you don't, I'll be sad and I'll cry like a baby. So please do it. Okay, so first of all, how comfortable is this chair? For comfort, I'm gonna give this chair a 9.5 out of 10. I mean, it's very awesome and I have never sat on a more comfortable chair, but there is room for improvement always and nothing is perfect, so there's a 9.5 out of 10 for that. Okay, so second of all, it's gonna be the build quality. Okay, so this chair has metal in the frame, so the chair itself has metal frames. The armrests have metal frames to hold the arms, but the base is plastic, but it is made of a very durable plastic and I don't think it's going to break ever. And the rollers are also made of plastic, but they also feel very premium and I can roll around with ease even though I'm on a carpet, so I don't see any problem with build quality. The only problem or the only complaint I have about the build quality is going to be have a little bit of wiggle room, so that's something you might want to know. And you can change the direction of the arm and it has this weird clicky feeling. The click does not feel extremely premium, however it has lasted me for 3 weeks without any issues and it seems to work perfectly well. And you can also adjust the height of the chair with ease. Now, although the manufacturers say do not rest your weight on the armrest when you're getting up, so if you get up the chair, don't put your full weight on the armrest. However, I have tried to do that and I can even balance my whole weight on it and it can withstand that with no problem, so don't worry about that too much. They just say to be careful so that you don't break it, because it's only attached at the bottom of the chair by 3 screws. And here's how comfortable the pillow is, or how soft the pillow is. It's pretty soft, which means it's not too rigid and it does support your neck without it being too rigid like a brick. And it's not very firm, so it doesn't annoy your neck, but it does cuddle your neck in a nice way and it's very comfortable. The most thing that amazed me about this chair is when I put it together, I could just spin and keep spinning forever. So if you just try and if you like spinning and you have room to spin, if I spin right now I'm gonna knock this microphone off, but if you like spinning you can just spin and keep spinning forever. Then you've got putting the chair together. It was pretty easy and they supply you with all the necessary tools, and you've got a manual The manual shows you all the pieces that you need, or all the pieces that should come with the box, and it shows you all the steps to put the chair together. It was very simple and easy to follow, and I had no issue putting it together on my own. The only thing that was pretty hard was the two pieces that go onto the side of the top part of the chair. I had to press them in while I was screwing the screws for those to go in. Some of you are going to be wondering, what is the maximum weight of this chair? The maximum weight allowed on the chair is 130 kilograms. Okay, then we've got, who is this chair for? So I have a pretty slim build and I find this chair to have plenty of room. So I think even if I were larger, I would still have no problem sitting in this chair. Okay, so what about how tall you are? So if you are tall, this chair will be fine for you. I've tried chairs in the past where your head doesn't even reach this part. However, I'm pretty tall. I found this chair to be a perfect fit, although I'm 1.90 centimeters. But the chair works fine even if you're on the taller side. I've tried chairs before where I couldn't sit on the chair properly, but this one does that with no issue. So for very short people, I don't think this is a good option. For average to tall people, this should be a good option. I would say this is based on my personal opinion, and it's not from the manufacturer's website, but I would say if you're between 1.75 m and between 1.95 m, this chair should be a good option for you. However, if you are higher or lower than that, I think it would be too small / too big for you. Okay, so what are the features of this chair? You've got adjustable armrests. You can go in or middle or out. So you've got 3 different settings and you can go up and down. And for the height adjustment, you've got a lot of room to play with the height, so that shouldn't be an issue. So if you have a low desk, I think this should go under your desk without any issues. And if you also want to remove the armrests, you can do so because they're not attached to anything, and you could easily remove the armrests if you wanted to. Okay, and then the chair also has a rocking feature. And the rocking feature works really well, and it's very easy. So if you can change the setting, you can make it harder to rock, or you can make it easier to rock, and you can also lock the rocking so you can't rock. So if I lock it right now, I cannot rock anymore. But if I unlock it, then I can rock a good amount. So you can rock about 30 degrees if you untighten the rocking feature. And then you've also got a tilt feature, as with any gaming chair, and you can tilt up to 170 degrees. Okay, and if you're anything like me and you don't understand why the armrests adjust sideways, here's a quick way that I've figured out how to use these. I found having the left armrest at this angle pretty useful. So when you put the armrest on at this angle, you could easily rest your elbow on it, no matter where your keyboard is. So it gives you more room or more places to put your elbow on, depending on what size you are. Whereas if I did that, it would kind of confine me more to one angle. So I like having it that way. That way I can rest my arm anywhere on the armrest. And another cool feature with this gaming chair is it is fire resistant. So if you smoke a lot and you're scared of dropping your cigarette on the chair and making it light on fire, it won't happen with this chair. And also it's going to be a good option for gaming centers, or for any area where you don't know what the circumstances are going to be. It won't catch fire. Okay, and if you're wondering about the comfort of the armrests, they are pretty comfortable and they are soft, and they have this weird kind of foamy, soft type of plastic on them. So they aren't rigid plastic, so don't worry about that. They are pretty comfortable to rest your elbows on, and you could easily rest your arms on them without any discomfort issues. Okay, so now you might be asking, is this gaming chair worth it? So BraZen's promise is that this gaming chair is going to mimic the performance of the more expensive gaming chairs like the Secret Lab gaming chairs. However, their price range is in the middle. It's not very high and it's not very cheap. So this is a great middle option, and I think it is definitely worth the cost. If you're wondering about breathability of the chair, as you may know, leather chairs usually make you sweat. So if you're in a very hot area, you are probably going to be sweating a lot in this chair. Breathability is non-existent because it is a leather gaming chair, so you can't expect much of that. Okay, here's another question you might have. Is the BraZen gaming chair easy to clean? And the answer is yes, it is. You could easily clean this leather and it is not porous at all, so you could easily clean anything that drops on your gaming chair. Okay, so what do I hate about this gaming chair? If I put the rocking feature on the easiest setting, because I like to rock in the chair, so if I do that, you get this weird clicking sound, so listen up. If you're wondering about the stitch quality, the stitches in this chair are very high quality and I do not see any issue with them. I think I could easily try and rip them apart and nothing would happen. So I think the stitch quality on this chair is very good. And the winner with this chair is going to be the looks of the chair. I think it is very well branded and it's very well done. The design is amazing and it will definitely stand out in any room. If you're wondering whether you'd fit in the chair, here's how much space I have if I put my legs together. And I think overall there is plenty space even if you're a heavier person than I am. Okay, so if you're wondering if this chair is going to fit you well, so if you see this part here, you've got like a metal pipe here. So if you are very large, I think you might be a little bit annoyed by this metal part. However, I think there's plenty of room in the chair, so if I put my knees together, you can see that there's plenty of room here. So even if you are on the larger side, I think you wouldn't have a very big issue with this chair. And this is how much extra room I have on my upper body, so even if I were a little bit wider, I would have no issues. There's plenty of room. So I think this should be great for anybody under the weight of 130 kilos. Okay, so if you're thinking about how adjustable the height of the chair is, you could easily go down pretty low and you could go up pretty high. So I think the height adjustment is great on this chair, and I've never ever sat in a chair before where my legs barely touch the floor, but this chair achieves that. The thing that annoys me with this chair is sometimes if you knock this armrest, it would easily just switch directions. There is no locking feature, so if you ever pressure it from one side, it just moves away, so you can't rest on it. Okay, and if you're anything like me and you sit in the chair in a million different positions, here's how each position will work. Okay, so if you like sitting like this, here's the annoying thing about it. So I guess it kind of works if you like sitting like this, but you can't rest your legs on the armrests because they will just tilt out of the way. But you can, so you get a con and you get a pro.